He threatened my career. I torched his whole reputation. My ex-husband used to correct the way I folded towels, signed emails, and even breathed, literally. He'd say, "You sound so dramatic," as I walked in the door from a 10-hour shift, absolutely exhausted. He'd leave dishes piled in the sink, lecture me about being too emotional to handle real money, and introduce me at company parties as the one who keeps his life semi-organized. When I got promoted, he made a toast in front of our friends and said, "Yes, she'll finally make enough money to feel important." I smiled through it until I didn't. After I filed for divorce, he laughed, said I was cute when I tried to be independent, and warned me, "You'll be begging for help when this tanks your job." I thought he was bluffing until HR called me in over an anonymous tip that I was embezzling. They froze my access, stripped me from my biggest account, and put me under a full-blown audit. I spent 3 weeks proving my innocence, terrified every single day that I'd lose the career I'd spent a decade building. I survived, but my reputation didn't. My coworkers started watching me like I was radioactive. I came home and cried so hard I couldn't breathe. He even had the nerve to text me a link to a job at a strip club, saying he thought I'd need it pretty soon. I felt defeated. But then I remembered something. His old laptop, the one he left behind in the split. He never changed the password, and inside, I found everything. Dozens of fake invoices, wire transfers from a nonprofit client into his shell LLCs, tax forms doctored so perfectly, he probably thought no one would ever catch it. I didn't go to HR. I went bigger. I compiled it all, screenshots, financial records, emails, and sent anonymous tips to his employer, the client he stole from, and a financial crimes journalist with a viral Substack. I even CC'd the IRS. His firm fired him. The client sued him. The journalist published everything. And suddenly his name was all over LinkedIn and Reddit, with words like fraud, embezzlement, and ethics complaint. He called me the day the article dropped. I didn't answer, but I did walk into his office building a week later, just to watch him get escorted out by security with a box of his things and a face like wet ash. A mutual friend of ours that he worked with sided with me after the divorce and gave me a heads up on when he would be escorted out. Now he's unemployed, under investigation, and blocked from half his industry. I'm still rebuilding my name brick by brick, but his, I burned it clean to the foundation.